Here is an EOA Live Grande story.
Recently, the 692 Yakwe Club, a group that offers services to Marshallese students at EOU, held a remembrance event for the Bravo nuclear bomb testing on the Marshall Islands and all the victims affected by it. We got to interview some of the club members to talk about the event.
The name of the club is 692 Yakwe Club. The reason why it's that is because 692 stands for our area code for Marshall Islands. And Yakwe is basically saying love, peace, rainbow upon you. There's so many meanings behind that word. And so we decided to put that in our name and club for club. This club is an outside club. We are not from EOU. We're outside the EOU community. But it's all the students, Marshallese students that are studying at EOU. We kind of made our own club outside the campus to kind of help each other out and basically promote good things within that community. Like we wanted our students to do better in class, so we have study sessions and people to tutor them if they feel like they're not doing so well in their classes. The reason why we did it outside of EOU was so we did not have any conflicts with the Navigator Club. So because most of our members are also within that club, so we didn't want any conflict within that club. This morning we basically remembered the victims of the nuclear testing that took place in 1954, which was the Bravo testing, the biggest one, biggest hydrogen bomb of its time, which took place in the Bikini Atoll, and we are remembering all the victims during that day. My relationship would be that my mother is Marshallese and I'm half Marshallese, half Sri Lankan. And when I was growing up, I didn't know much about Marshall Islands. So when I got to know about it, it was all beautiful. The country was a very nice place, nice beaches, and beautiful people. But when I went deeper into that, I realized what was hiding behind all that beautiful scenery was all this devastation that was caused by nuclear bombings on its islands. And to see such a thing I was only 13 or 14 at that time, and to see something so horrific at that age was kind of mind-boggling, because we all think of United States as being a hero, but sometimes people have to do things that they don't want to. And it affected a lot of our people. It's not only my ancestors, it was also people nowadays. They still say that because they cannot go back to their home island. They were promised that they could go back, but that was far from the truth.
Today I did a presentation about Enuetak Atoll, which was one of the islands that the American tested to remember all those nuclear victims, like all my ancestors that were affected by the bomb and how the lands was like affected. So nowadays, Enuetak is like so contaminated, and there's people living in there because they have nowhere to go. Because Wujilang, one of the places they moved to, it was contaminated too because of Enuetak. They did those bombing, nuclear testing bomb over there, and it just like spread out to one of the island there. I feel like Enuetak is also important to the event because all those not only it was like a testing site for the bombs they were like making, all those nuclear waste that were used by the bomb, they're all dumped in that island, like one of the island at Enuetak. I hope they don't forget these people. Like not many people know that Enuetak was affected, and there's a tomb over there, and there's people living there, and they're affected by the nuclear radiation.